What up YouTube? How are we feeling today? Hope you're doing great, hope you're doing fantastic. Back with another Division 2 video. We know it's reset day, it's Tuesday, so we're gonna have a look at all the vendors and see what they have to offer. And of course, if we can roll something in our expertise system or pick it up because it's just a must buy of this week. So let's get it started and let's start with the countdown vendor. So there we are guys at the countdown vendor. The first thing we can pick up is the Glory Days. Of course the named P416 with perfect nearsighted on there. But the rolls aren't that great. So if you want to spend your countdown points on the named weapons, definitely pick it up and roll it into your expertise system. Same for the Forge. Of course this is the named RNK holster with 50% shield health on there and 4.2k armor regeneration. So if you're looking for a combination with armor regeneration, you can definitely pick it up. But if you find the Forge, you can roll whatever over the armor regeneration because you only have to optimize one attribute. Over to the Ferocious Calm, of course the named chest of Fenris with perfect overwatch on there, 5.2% critical hit chance already on there. So if you think that's high enough, you can buy it, roll it skill haste away for whatever you think is necessary and then optimize the weapon damage, but it's gonna set you back. Then over to all the other items, the named cache is still here, optimization cache the same, Season 9 Hidden Alliance and of course the exotic cache. Let's jump over to the White House vendor. And there we are guys at the White House. The Pyromaniac is for sale, of course the named AR with perfectly ignited on there, but the rolls aren't that great if you ask me. You can of course pick it up like we talked about a few days ago. Definitely pick up the named weapons and the named gear in these resets. Roll it in your expertise system. It will help out a lot. Over to the tactical vector. Could be a lot better. Way too low in core attributes and it comes with reformation. Carbine 7, of course, always comes with the overflow talent, but this could be a very nice buy. It's gonna set you back quite a lot to optimize it, but it already comes with damage to targets out of cover. So you can roll that overflowing talent away for whatever you think is necessary. I would go for flatline and then optimize the rest because this is a very nice gun to use. Then over to the X44 tactical handgun. Go for the open world in my opinion. Backpack of Gilligard, maxed out armor, but the rest of the attributes aren't great and it comes with shock and awe. Over to the chest of Empress with Headhunter on there, 4.5% critical hit chance, 15.5k health, and of course the skill tier on there. Not a great of a combination. Then over to the mods. 10.2% critical hit damage, the 6.5% duration for your drone, the 5.8% duration for your turret, and the 6.3% duration for your sticky launcher. Let's jump over to the clan, shall we? And there we are at the clan vendor. The Anarchist cookbook is for sale here. Of course the named Golden Gear backpack with perfectly wicked on there. But I have to say that the attributes aren't that interesting. And the armor is pretty low. But again, if you have enough cash or if you created another character, definitely pick it up and roll it into your expertise system. Then over to the Mask of Foundry with 132k armor. It's pretty decent, so you can roll the hazard protection away for whatever you think is necessary, if you're still looking for it of course. Then over to the Mask of Heartbreaker, almost 140k and 9% hazard protection. You don't want that hazard protection on there. You can of course craft it or find it, but the 140k armor is pretty decent. So if you're still looking for it, definitely pick it up. Backpack of Hardwired with 4.8% critical hit chance already on there, but I don't know if you're looking for critical hit chance on a Hardwired. And it comes with a skill tier. You know my opinion, is it has skill tier, you can always craft it. Over to the classic RPK with flatline already on there. So if you're still looking for an LMG with flatline on there to roll in your optimization station, then definitely pick it up, because the rest is pretty decent as well if you want to use this gun. And the classic RPK is a pretty decent firing gun. 15% LMG damage maxed out already, so you only have to roll the swap speed away for some damage to armor, and you have a pretty nice classic RPK. definitely pick it up if you don't have this gun already. Model 700 could be nice as well. Not loving the gun itself. It comes with in-sync, but the rolls are pretty damn good. Over to the knee pads of Badger Tough. Rainbow roll and not the great one, or at least I'm not looking for it. Maybe if you want to go for a crit shotgun build, then roll the repair skills away for whatever you think is necessary, but then still the armor is pretty low. Over to the chest of Walker and Harris. 4.3% critical hit chance, 9.9% critical hit damage, and 13.8% weapon damage already on there. And then it comes with temper proof. You can roll the temper proof away for whatever you think is necessary and optimize the rest, because the attributes and the core attributes are pretty decent. You can definitely use this chest. Over to the Black Market M60. Could be a very decent buy as well, although I'm not loving close and personal on there. And then in combination with the attributes, I'm leaving it here. Over to the chest of Sokolov with maxed out skill haste and 14.9% repair skills and braced on there. And way too low of weapon damage. Please leave it here. Chest of Seska could be a lot better as well. Not loving the efficient on there, maybe for a DZ build. But then you don't need that repair skills on there, and the weapon damage is too low in my opinion. Then over to the mods. 9% blind death resistance, 4.3% damage for your mines, a 6.6% cone size for your pulse, and at last the 1 extra target for your Firefly. Let's jump over to the theater, shall we? And there we are, guys, at the theater. The mop is for sale, of course, the named shotgun with 10% armor on kill on there, and it comes with eyeless. The rolls aren't that great in my opinion, but again, if you have the money for it, definitely pick a few up and roll them in your expertise system. You only need 20 to get it to a max efficiency. Then over to the double barreled shotgun. Too low to buy in my opinion, comes with steady handed. 1886 steady handed on there as well, but again too low in attributes to pick up. Over to the Overlord. With 10.1% skill haste, 8.5% status effect, double yellow on the Overlord gloves, no thank you. Then over to the knee pads of Hanyu with 10.6% skill haste, 5.7% skill damage. Over to the mods, 16.8% incoming repair, the 4.2% radius for your mine, the 4.1% deflector damage for your shield, the 5.7% skill haste for your Firefly, and at last the 5.5% duration for your decoy. Let's jump over to the campus, shall we? And there we are, guys, at the campus. The darkness is for sale here. Of course, the named marksman rifle with perfect eyeless on there, but the rest isn't that great. Again, you can pick it up times 20, roll it into your optimization station, and then you have max proficiency of this weapon. Over to the tactical 308, too low in attributes and it comes with breadbasket. Over to the classic RPK, comes with perpetuation and too low in core attributes. You could better pick up that other classic RPK. Then over to the mask of Murakami, 7.6% skill damage, 10.1% skill haste on there. Then over to the holster of Douglas and Harding with 9.6% critical hit damage, 6.5% explosive resistance. So you could roll the explosive resistance away because it already has that 13.8% weapon damage. Pretty decent. So if you're still looking for this combination, roll the explosive resistance away. Then over to the mods. 10.1% skill haste, 4.3% duration for your cam launcher, the 7.6% health for your hive, the 8.7% radius for your pulse, and at last the 4.3% radius for your traps. Let's jump over to the DZs. And there we are, guys. DZ East, the darkness is again for sale, but we can of course pick it up with regular money. Definitely do so. It's too expensive in the DZs. G28 could be a lot better as well. First blood on there, not loving the attributes. M249 max out damage your target out of cover, but the rest is too low in my opinion. And it comes with strained. Strained could be a very nice talent on a low firing RPM gun. So if you want to pick it up, then roll the headshot damage away for some damage to armor and only optimize the LMG damage. Max of Foundry Bulwark, too low in armor and comes with explosive resistance. No, thank you. Rigger holster, you know my opinion. If it has a skill tier, you can always craft it. Mask of Murakami, too low to buy in my opinion. You do not want that armor regeneration on there. You could roll it for something else, but then the skill haste isn't that high up there. Then over to the Emperor's Holster with 10.1% critical hit damage and 7.3% skill damage. Maybe could be something for your skill damage build, and then just optimize everything or roll it to the cap. Then over to the mods. You know my opinion about the mods, guys. Go for the open world, go for the open world vendors, or go for the game modes. It's way too expensive in the DZs. Let's jump over to our next DZ. And there we are, guys, at DZ South, and the apartment is for sale here. If you have the DZ creds, definitely pick it up. This is a named SMG with, of course, perfectly measured on there, but you can only find it in the DZ. So if you want to farm it, you need to get it out of the DZ. I know the rolls aren't that great, but I know that there are a lot of people still searching for this gun. So if you're still looking for it, definitely pick it up if you have the DZ creds for it. Then M1928 could be a lot better. 2 low rolls and comes with unwavering. Then over to the tactical MK16. Maxed out damage to armor, but look at the rest. Only 9.5% and 9%. It's just terrible in my opinion, and comes with vindictive. Over to the PX4 Storm, you know my opinion, comes with strain, but it is a handgun, so go for the open world or go for the game modes. Backpack from Ongoing Directive, too low in weapon damage to pick up because you do not want that skill damage on there. Chest of Aces of Eights, too low in weapon damage and again with skill damage, so please leave it here. Backpack from Uzina with 17.4% repair skills, 4.4% critical hit chance on there, and around 130k armor, and it comes with Bloodsucker. Then over to the chest of Badger Tough with Intimidate already on there, health, armor regeneration, and only 115k armor. Not a great buy if you ask me. Just like the mods, way too expensive. Go for the open world, go for the open world vendors, or go for the summit or the countdown. Let's jump over to our last DZ. And there we are, guys, DZ West. The Virginian is for sale here. The named 1886 with, of course, perfect boomerang on there. Very dope weapon to use, but it's a little bit too low in attributes. If you're still looking for it, you can't find it, then definitely pick it up and then roll the health damage away and then optimize the rest. But it's gonna set you back a lot. Then over to the custom M870. Too low in attributes to pick up in my opinion, comes with In Sync. 1886 comes with Strained, maxed out fire rate, but look at that rifle damage, only 7.3%, so definitely leave it here. Then over to the Tip of the Spear gloves, 11.8% weapon damage, but repair skills on there, no thank you. Over to the Hunter's Fury's knee pads, with too low weapon damage and weapon handling on there, please leave it here. Over to the Gloves of Golan, with health, repair skills on there, and only around 100k armor. Too low to buy in my opinion. Knee pads of Wyvern with 9.1% skill damage already on there. Then next to that you get a skill repair, but you can roll that away for whatever you think is necessary. Could be a decent buy if you're still looking for it, but please skip the mods. You know my opinion, go for the open world, go for the open world vendors, or go for one of the game modes. Pretty easy to farm. Let's jump over to New York. And there we are, guys, at New York. The Enhanced AUG 8.3 Para is for sale here, but it's way too low in attributes and comes with steady-handed. M700 Tactical, strained on there, but again too low in attributes to pick up. Black Market SCSG, again too low in attributes to pick up, and it comes with eyeless. Diceros, you know my opinion, handgun, go for the open world. Over to the backpack of Richter and Kaiser, comes with Wicked. Skill damage of 7.8%, 10.2% skill haste already on there. So if you want to get this backpack, combine it with Wicked, definitely pick it up and roll everything to the max. Knee pads of GOOO Guard, 9% explosive resistance on there, isn't the thing you're looking for. Just like the 107k armor, way too low to pick up. Holster of Fenris with 13.2% weapon damage already on there, but then it comes with weapon handling and skill haste. Please leave it here. Then over to the mods. 17% incoming repair, 10.1% skill haste, the 1 extra sniper ammo for your turret, 6% blind effect duration for your Firefly, and at last the 6.4% damage for your sticky. Let's jump over to our last vendor of today. And there we are, guys, at Roy, our last vendor. The P90 is for sale here, maxed out critical hit chance, but that is everything on here. Killer comes as the talent, could be pretty decent, but you need to optimize it too much to get it to a god roll. Military MK46, maxed out damage to targets out of cover, but again the rest is trash. It comes with measured, again a pretty decent talent. Over to the 6716. Too low in attributes to pick up, comes with swap speed, and optimist on there, no thank you. D50 handgun, vindictive on there. You know my opinion about handguns, but if you're still looking for a D50 to use it for your liberty, for example, definitely pick it up. You can use it for a project. Then over to the chest of Alps with 16.1% repair skills, weapon handling on there, and headhunter. This isn't the combination you're looking for on the Alps Summit. Then over to the Araldi gloves with 10.8% weapon damage, 4.5% critical hit chance, but the 8.5% hazard protection. Don't know if you want to go for these gloves. Over to the mask of Petrov, rainbow roll and not the good one. Then over to the mods, 10% critical hit damage, 10.1% skill haste, 5.9% skill haste for your turret, 4 extra repair charges for your hive, and at last the 4% burn duration for your sticky. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Of course, tomorrow I'm gonna close off the full vendor reset with Cassie Mendoza. Hopefully she sells some good named items so we can roll it into our expertise system. And it is TU 15.1 day, guys. Or better said, it's rollback Tuesday. But just go to your expertise system and you will probably see you didn't fall down that much. It isn't that bad what they did. I know a lot of people are mad about this because we're getting rolled back. Why we put so many hours in there, but the XP was just doubled. You do not lose anything at all, or at least I didn't lose anything at all. I went from 11 to almost 10. So I think I was on 1122 and I'm now on 110 or something like that. So I lost 1.5 level and I just donated all things that I found. So don't worry about this, guys. It maybe sounded a lot harsher than it was, but still I would like to know how you were affected. Did you lose a lot of levels, and did you lose maybe an expertise level on your gun? Let me know in the comments down below. But just like I said yesterday in that video, guys, it isn't that bad. Yes, it's a mistake. Yes, it's a bigger mistake that I told you yesterday. That was maybe underselling it a little bit. My bad for that, of course. But still, I don't think this is that bad. And we can just grind that extra levels again, right? Doesn't really matter that we lost 2 or maybe 3 levels. It isn't the end of the world, or at least not for me. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course, the notification bell. PurePrime out.